Okay.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of F1 Unfiltered with our hosts Sikander, Pranay and Yashovardhan.
It was a fine race.
Sao Paulo didn't.
No,
Sao Paulo
not
like
for
it used
everybody.
to.
The way you even said fun race, it was fun race, bro. Trust me, none of us on this table enjoyed that race,
Yeah. I'm sure there are people
I
who
really
did.
enjoyed the race
bro.
in a few moments.
But
Yeah.
honestly, this race, so much happened.
So
in this
much
race,
happened.
But nah, bro.
It was a
this
race
is
of
not for me.
moments, man. Like there were moments
It
where
was
you feel
bro, It was
excited.
pretty much like the start of the race was like really good.
Really good.
Fell off.
Was it?
boring.
Okay, on that note,
Was it?
5-second silence for our guy
Sikander, yeah.
Sikander here.
Thank
I was
you.
silent
That's
for
very
5 seconds.
comforting.
I was
Thank
bro. I was silent for you for 5 seconds because I care about you, bro.
No,
I know
he
you
doesn't.
made a
No, he
mistake
doesn't.
that you started supporting Ferrari. It's a good thing. It's a good
You
thing.
know,
but
when it happened, nobody actually pays attention in Formation Lab, but when I saw that Ferrari in the wall, the first thing I thought of was
yeah.
Sikander's damn depressing face and how
we
he's
have a
gonna
funny
look
story,
at us.
bro. Me and Gangu Bhai actually called Sikander right after the incident, and we called him and said, "Yo, Sikander," and he just shouts, "Bro, what happened?" And then he just goes like, "Bro, I need some time alone, bro.
Yeah,
Give me some
did
time
say
alone.
that.
I need to.
I did.
I'll call you guys back, bro."
When I saw that car in the wall, first I couldn't believe it. It was.
It's unbelievable.
Is
Like
that-
how
is that
bad
really?
luck.
Really.
Bro, like
got it.
not
And then
even-
I saw the number 16 and I started
To be
screaming.
honest, I saw that red car in the walls, and without a doubt, I thought it has to be 16. Like
Okay,
not
that's
has to
pretty-
be.
that's
No, like
pretty-
it occurred to me that it will most probably be 16 only. That's what I thought.
Sikander,
okay,
Because it has happened so many
virtual hug,
times.
bro. I'm sorry.
It has happened so many times, so you never think of science.
So, okay, Sikander, why don't you just tell our audience like what exactly happened?
Yeah, I'll tell them that.
Yeah,
First, I'll get
we
to
all
Why
of us
does
want
he have
Sikander to tell it. We
the
want
bad
Sikander to
luck
tell it.
that this guy has and the people who support him. It's just
Sad, very sad.
how unlucky can you be? And he was literally screaming on the radio,
Yeah, I heard
why
it.
am I so unlucky? It was so us, bro, us. But honestly though, that was so sad. It felt
It's incredibly
Oh
sad,
no!
bro.
Anyways,
Nah, come on. I actually feel bad for like,
So-
bro. You can't be doing
yeah,
that.
of course. I'm doing it. For
so
the
he lost
camera.
all hydraulics in the car
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he lost the engine.
He lost the power steering. He lost everything.
The rear axle locked and he spun.
Worst
He lost
way
the
to
power
start.
steering. He lost everything. And
Bro, there was no start. That's even worse. It was the formation
Yeah.
lap. The
See,
formation
this
lap.
is a
and
guy. This is a guy who has a disqualified from pole. Did not start from pole, and he has a DNF from
Yeah.
pole,
And
and
that
he now has a disqualified DNS
from formation lap.
Formation lap.
no from a formation lap
Yeah.
and from also front row
Yeah.
second.
P2.
yeah.
P2.
Like no other driver in history of Formula One has a DNS, DNF, and DSQ from pole.
Really?
Yeah, Charles Leclerc is
Even
the
if
first.
there are someone, no, it's gonna be like
No,
Leclerc
nobody
having the
does.
most.
Nobody does. Trust me. I've looked it up. I've seen this thing.
Whatever.
Whatever that's called.
Yeah.
Post. Yeah, a post.
A post.
But I
Instagram
feel
post,
I can feel the depression.
You know,
bro.
and
I know people can feel it
Leclerc
too, I
not being there in the front row, that was just such good start for Verstappen because nobody's there to follow him now.
think.
I mean,
But
if
then the
you-
crash
No,
happened.
actually,
then-
there was someone to follow him.
He was a
Oh,
beautiful
there was-
young dude.
Don't say it like that. Don't.
Don't do
I'm
that.
not bro.
Okay.
whoa.
It's
No,
okay.
no,
Fine.
bro.
No, we accept.
Come on, you're
I'm very.
after me, company telling you, bro, virtual hugs, bro. I feel you depressed.
no,
and you'll be
exactly,
like, you do me dirty like that, calling me a pedophile.
Easy boys, easy there.
never
Easy there,
mind.
Tiger.
Just let's not. Lando Norris.
Oh man,
He
What
pushed
a
Max.
what a race
At
that
the
guy
start.
had, man.
Even Verstappen was so shocked. He kept saying that, me and Norris were doing same lap times at the start of the race.
Yeah.
Bro,
You
that's
know,
insane.
at the
No,
moment
he was
in the
actually
race,
catching Verstappen. He got into the DRS. It was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Max
Is it-
forgot
is
he
it-
was in Red Bull, and Norris
Yeah.
forgot he was in a McLaren.
Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? And it did not. So
Twice it happened. Like he was so close.
it
Yeah,
was a bit
Norris
close.
led few laps there when Verstappen
Yeah, he led a few
pitted.
laps because speaking of that part where Norris led the race, it was 10 laps to go. And I was thinking, what if they just stay out?
Yeah, I mean,
What if?
they played
But-
safe.
Yeah, they played safe.
They have to,
Yeah.
bro.
I
You
mean,
can't stay out on
You
those
could
sides.
expect something like that from Ferrari. But
Or even Mercedes, for that fact.
No. Mercedes would pit like 100
Yeah.
million years before just to be
Mercedes would
safe.
pit.
No, like not in that pace. Like if they had the pace of McLaren, then they could have.
Who knows?
Who
Shoulda,
knows?
woulda,
It's all
coulda.
what could have been, bro.
And-
It's all Lewis's quotes. It's all in hindsight. We know what
No,
things were right.
speaking of Mercedes,
Oh man.
they were nowhere. They had so little
Yeah,
pace.
The
that-
only
they-
glimmer of hope was
there
in
was
the
none.
in the first 3 laps.
No,
Wait,
that
wait,
was-
wait.
It
Hold
was
on.
there. Honestly,
in
it
the
was
first
there. I
3 laps
completely
of
agree.
Yeah,
sprint.
fair.
In the
Okay,
first 3
yeah.
laps of that is it. That's what I'm saying.
See, that's when the cars are close, right? They're closer because
And the softs are working like they used to.
Yeah, like
and the
if you
car
look
is
at
light.
turn one
Just listen,
itself,
Yeah,
the car is light. Because it's a sprint, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a sprint.
but that's not a comparable factor because all are.
No. When the car, see, each car behaves differently in different situations.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
With low weight, new tires, and close proximity, the Mercedes was good because it's very draggy. The
Yeah.
Mercedes,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
under
fair.
the slipstream, and with less weight, it was really good.
Fair.
And with new tires. But if
Yeah.
you see in the main race, it's not, they didn't have those conditions. They either had full fuel, heavy car, when they had new tires, or they were far apart without slipstream. That's why they were losing out
Yeah.
on pace. And also, that glimmer of hope that you said,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was very short-lived.
It was
Yeah,
very,
exactly.
like-
Very
Extremely.
short-lived.
As soon as in turn one, if you guys remember, he overtook both the Aston Martins.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, bro? Crazy pace.
I think we've really got something here, but then.
yeah, but then everyone just kept on
No,
overtaking,
it's just-
overtaking. It's just sad.
He couldn't cross 300, man,
Couldn't
without
cross it.
DRS.
they
both
show
of
the
them.
parallels.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
Sainz overtook him, they showed the parallels.
No, forget Sainz. Look at the Alpine. Gasly overtook
Oh
Hamilton.
yeah, man! It was visibly frustrating to
it was
see
too sad.
Mercedes in the straights. It was.
No,
so
it was
bad.
like Hamilton said like just touching 300
Is
and then
this the-
Sainz like
no,
350, 360.
What was going on in my head was, is this the team that got a 1-2 last year on this track?
Oh, don't.
Oh,
don't.
my God, yeah.
Because it's the same regulations, right?
Yeah.
It's the
We didn't
Same
have a
thing.
regulation change. What happened?
They messed up the settings.
Yeah.
What happened? I have no
Honestly,
idea.
bro.
It's just so
It's-
draggy.
But then even if they, had different settings for sprint and all, but they can't. They can't.
They
Right?
can't.
Yeah.
They can't.
It's
Once
all
you said
fair,
it,
fair,
it's
fair,
Park
fair,
for
fair.
me.
Yeah,
Locked.
park for me.
So they have to run the same settings in the sprint as well as in the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, Aston Martin.
Oh my God.
Speaking of
Bro.
setting and setup, all they've done is forget the new upgrades and go back to the old car.
Yeah.
That's all they've done.
That's all.
And look,
Bro, Stroll qualified P3. Mic drop. That's all I'm
because
going to
of
say.
rain, man.
no, see, I've always said
He got a
Stroll-
lap in early. Okay, all
Yeah.
that fair
No.
enough. But bro,
See,
still.
I've always said Stroll, he has potential, but he's just look.
He's
when-
too draggy.
Okay,
like
I'll be
Merc.
honest. When your dad owns your team,
Mhm.
you don't really have much pressure. It's like,
There's no push factor.
yeah, there's
Nobody's
no
pushing
You can say
fire.
that. You can say that.
And why do you think Perez in Racing Point,
Yeah.
when sometimes this doesn't happen all the time, when you're under pressure, you perform extremely well, or you crumble.
Yeah.
If you don't have pressure at all, you become complacent. That's what I think is happening with Stroll. Maybe, I'm not sure. Because there were glimpses that he was stressed out. Remember when he shoved his mechanic?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
2 races back.
Yeah,
he shoved
because
his
he
mechanic.
was disappointed. And they've gone back to the same car now, the old car, where
Yeah.
Stroll was finishing P5,
P5, P6 and all. Yeah.
And again, he finished P5 now.
P5.
So
Bro.
maybe it's just the car that, the old setup that he
Yeah.
preferred. Maybe it's that.
See, but there's a lot. There's so much of a drastic difference, though. Like if you compare Alonso and Stroll, I get it.
Man,
Alonso is like way
no,
better.
see,
and
the
all
thing
that
about
stuff.
Alonso, just I hate it when people compare Alonso with others.
He's
I
in
honestly
his own league.
no. There is no one like Alonso.
Exactly.
There's no one. I've been saying this for a long time. I mean, now that this has happened, it reminded me of how Alonso is. Alonso is just. There's no word for him. He's Alonso. Like,
Fair enough. I'm not even saying anything.
he came
wrong.
out of retirement
And then kicked everyone's ass.
Yeah.
He
The
made that
year-
Alpine look
no,
so
the,
much good.
The year he came out from retirement.
Okay.
What?
No, he just came out.
From retirement.
Where are you going with this?
Okay. There was this race, Hungary 2021. The way he defended against Hamilton.
Damn.
Hamilton,
Gave
yes.
Ocon his win.
Yeah.
God. That was...
He announced himself in that
No,
movie.
he didn't announce himself.
Bro,
in a
he's
way.
been there for a
He's
long
been there.
while.
He's
He
Alonso.
doesn't have to
The
announce
return.
himself.
It's just... That was...
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my
Announce
God.
himself. What else? You just acted it out, man.
Yeah, bro. I feel
So-
you, bro. He just...
Yeah. And that finish... Speaking of Alonso, that finish...
Bro.
This is what... I was very sleepy, okay. The race got very boring.
Yeah,
I
the
slept-
mid
I
part,
slept midway,
And
actually.
then I was like, come on, man. Just get it over with. Verstappen, turn up the laps. Come on, pick up the pace.
Yeah.
Just finish
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And then I saw Perez was gaining on Alonso.
Getting announced, yeah.
And I was like, Red Bull is clearly faster. It's just much,
Obviously.
it's
Common
definitely
knowledge.
much faster.
It's
Common
proven
knowledge.
the whole season, bro.
No, yeah. So it's just a matter of time, or maybe Perez is just being his Perez self this year. Can't catch up.
Yeah.
But to be fair, he caught up to Alonso, and
He actually performed good this race.
yeah, we'll get to that. He caught up to Alonso, and he was, for a long time, he was just 1.5 seconds behind. 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds behind. And then towards the end of the last stint, he really started to push. He was
Yeah.
catching Alonso. And Alonso was, he was doing this thing. So this track, turn 12, after turn 12, it's a long straight.
Yeah.
So if you make a mistake in turn 12,
Yeah, then
you're screwed. So he nailed the exits
Okay.
into every corner.
Yeah,
he,
man.
he was, there's this trick in driving called Ving a corner. So
Okay.
you drive in a V shape basically. Brake a little bit later and brake in a straight line.
Okay.
V the corner and turn. It's difficult to
Yeah,
explain
okay,
like
yeah.
this.
Yeah,
You
it's
need
fine,
to
it's
watch a
fine.
video.
Oh, okay.
It's called Ving up a corner and Alonso was doing that a lot.
Okay.
And after a point, Perez started copying that.
That is the experience of Perez. No?
Okay, fine, sure. But the experience, when you say experience is from Alonso. He used every single trick in the book
Yeah.
to stay
Any
ahead.
other driver would have faltered in that pressure.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
easily, bro.
I think there are a few drivers who I think could have gotten that place back. Alonso is one of them. Maybe Hamilton.
Yeah.
Maybe Verstappen.
He would have crashed.
Maybe.
Yeah, I feel Verstappen would have been a bit too aggressive rather
No,
than just sticking with
not
it.
Now-
the new,
not
not the
now,
new
not-
Verstappen.
No. Bro,
I mean, it depends. If it's P2, P3, yeah, okay.
yeah,
But
that's
if
what I
it's
meant.
when he's fighting for a championship or something, like in 2021, I think he would have just rammed into the other
Yeah.
guy. But let's not talk about if buts and maybes.
If buts and
Nice,
maybes.
nice.
If buts and maybes.
But the other drivers who I think would have done as well as Alonso, Hamilton, maybe Verstappen,
Maybe Verstappen, yeah.
and Vettel. I think Vettel
Let's
would.
not talk about retired players because
Yeah,
we'd
yeah.
have to bring in.
No, because
A lot more people.
Vettel was here last
Yeah,
year.
fair,
so
fair.
anyway, that's that. And Alonso just.
He did
I
it,
think
man.
after that, it really woke me up when he was under 1 second. I woke. Wow, okay, it's
And that
getting
last
spicy
lap,
now. It's
my
getting
heartbeats
spicy.
were so high.
No, when he overtook Alonso, Perez overtook
Yeah.
Alonso. I was like,
I had.
I was
a
like,
click.
stay with him, Alonso.
I thought
Stay
that
with
if there's someone who could, catch him up, it is Alonso.
It is Alonso. It's
And
definitely
he
only
will get
Alonso.
him
The
back.
wily old fox. I'm tired of hearing it, but it's true. He just does. He thinks 10 steps ahead of everyone else. You know,
Yeah.
he plays with other people's races.
Yeah.
What is Perez doing? What is Verstappen doing?
Yeah,
He keeps
yeah.
asking this.
Even in the starting of the race, he was watching how Stroll was racing through the TV screen at the starting. Of, he's just there with it. He just knows and
he's
needs to know.
always a step ahead.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Crazy shit.
Alonso is honestly, I'm a big Vettel fan. But I wouldn't say Vettel is the greatest of all time.
Okay. Are
And
you saying Alonso is?
no, I've been saying this for a while. You can't have one greatest of all.
Of course,
time.
of course.
You can't.
It has been
It's not,
talked
not
so
in
many
a sport
times.
not in a
Of
sport
course.
like F1.
Yeah, not
because
in
there's too
F1,
many
not in
generation
F1.
changes for a
Because
driver.
each era
Yeah.
has a different
Car.
kind of car.
I mean, you
Less
give
number of
Vettel this,
races.
Listen.
Aston and he would perform.
no, listen to me.
Okay.
Some drivers prefer some kind of cars.
Yeah.
For example, Vettel,
He requires a
he
stable
loved the old V8 engines
rear.
Yeah.
with the double diffusers and
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
F ducts and all that.
Mhm.
He loved them. There was this trick that he used to do with his blown diffuser. He used to keep the engine revs really high
Hmm.
because the higher the revs, the more downforce those cars used to have.
Okay.
It was a trick. So the diffuser uses the exhaust gases as downforce.
Okay.
It was a crazy thing. We'll get to that someday, hopefully. But that was it
His
was meant
thing.
for his technique. It was perfect. Just like that, Hamilton was perfect with the turbo hybrid cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Schumacher with the Ferraris.
Yeah, with the
of the
F2004 and
the
everything.
The V10 Ferraris.
Yeah,
and he dominated the V10s.
yeah.
And stuff like that. But Alonso, the longevity of Alonso, he's driven with the V8s, he's driven with the V10s, he's driven with the turbos, the hybrids.
Yeah, the hybrids.
He's done everything. I mean, not everything. In the past variations, he's done a lot of them.
Yeah.
And now with the ground effect cars,
Yeah.
even now he's fast. So this kind of longevity is very rare. I think he has it. Hamilton has it. Raikkonen had it.
Yeah.
But Alonso's is special. He always has the fire. You never see Alonso backing out. You never see Alonso like,
See,
Kimi
you
used
say
to.
that,
different,
and
it's
literally
different.
last race they backed out because they didn't have pace.
See that they didn't have pace. They were saving the engine. By backing out, I mean
You're sugarcoating it, but okay.
Enough talking
It's okay.
about.
But honestly, Alonso and Perez put a very good show on the race, and
you
the
stole
finish,
show.
the
stole the
finishing
show.
I
of
was
the race
getting
was
to
a
the finish.
photo finish, guys.
It was
Yeah.
It was so
Crazy,
good,
man.
man. One more turn,
Like-
one more corner, and it would have been Perez again.
That was brilliant. Lovely.
Well. What do we
Simply
have?
lovely.
What do we have next?
Well, I mean, during the start of the race, after the red flag, the crash.
Oh, why did the red flag happen? We didn't talk about that.
Too many things they said on the track.
No, the thing was, it's a very narrow track,
Yeah.
and there was nowhere to go for these people. Some of them.
Yeah, I just feel bad for him. He literally got just sandwiched,
looking
bro.
at where Sargent could have finished space, he was pretty good.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
very close to the points. I think Albon could have scored points.
Oh yeah, bro. We've been saying this. Album can easily score points in pretty much most of the races.
No, not
It is-
easily. That's the thing. Not easily. His car is
Bad as shit, man.
mid. It's not terrible.
I'm not saying the car is good. I'm saying his talent.
He's. I think it's more his newfound racecraft and just tire management. He's been brilliant at tire management. recently.
Yeah.
That Australia stint in 2022.
21. Yeah.
He went the whole race on one set of tires.
On one
Pitted
set of
on the
tires.
last lap.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. He's been good, and there's this other thing we have to talk about. Did we talk about Mercedes' pace?
Can we not?
No,
We haven't.
talked about
We haven't.
Ferrari.
We
so
haven't.
have
We
to.
haven't. We've talked about
It's
Ferrari,
bad.
right? And it was actually really, really painful to watch that Ferrari crash.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm gonna
So-
leave now.
See, he's sitting there
Yeah,
since the
you know,
beginning,
I
and
will
you
sit
have
here.
to.
I will sit here.
You have to.
Yes, and I will talk about how
No, we
shit we were,
the drag that car has.
bro.
It's a
Why
break.
did,
No one
they,
has
why did they
expected
run it
this.
with so much drag, man?
You can't
Bro.
say it so simply, man. It's-
Yeah.
Bro. You think they didn't calculate all this
Yeah,
stuff? We
you-
make it sound
you-
so easy.
yeah, they-
Bro, everyone in Mercedes expected such a way better of a weekend considering
No,
the last 3 races.
Forget about last 3 races.
Bro,
There
it's
are-
Brazil.
Listen. There hasn't been a regulation change in the past year,
Yeah.
right?
And the
And who won the last Brazilian Grand Prix?
Mercedes.
Russell and-
Yeah.
They
Hamilton
had
with
a
Yeah,
1-2. They had a
Yes.
1-2.
In that
So,
silver shit
where-
looking Mercedes.
Where did the pace go? What happened? I don't know, man.
Honestly,
Miscalculation. Some
yeah.
miscalculation.
See, it was so bad. The car wasn't even touching 300.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was telling you,
Pathetic.
I had seen parallels of when Sainz overtook Hamilton, and on the straight, Hamilton was like just barely touching 300, and Sainz is like 350,
Visibly
360.
Not,
frustrating.
oh my
That's
god,
cool.
not 350.
Bro,
He
I
was
saw
doing
it.
325 something.
No. I'm not even like joking. I saw it.
What, 360?
350.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 kilometer per hour.
Okay. I don't know.
Bro, that's what made it so shocking to me. How can Mercedes be 50 kilometers per hour slower?
No, how can they be less than 300, man? 300 is like, come on, you need to do 300.
You're fucking
Yeah.
Mercedes.
No, it's not about being Mercedes.
It's the car.
No, an F1 car should
Yeah,
do
an F1
300.
car,
F1
exactly.
car
That
should
is
do
their
300.
innate feature, you know.
Yeah, except in Monaco, which is understandable because
Yeah,
of the high downforce.
Yeah. Even
Anyway,
the track in general. Bro,
it's just they gave that glimmer of hope.
in the starting.
In the
the
first
start-
3 laps of sprint,
Yeah,
and that
the
is
double
it.
overtake on Aston, all nice, and then just everyone just continued to just overtake. They lost pace,
They did-
and out of all of this, this
There's a
just a
reason
cherry
why.
on top. Russell.
No, we'll get to Russell. There's a reason why that glimmer of hope worked, because
Yeah,
in the sprint,
setup, you know.
not the setup.
Yeah,
The car was light
Yeah, light
because
car,
less fuel,
new tires.
new tires, and close proximity.
Yeah,
Hmm.
of course, it's
So-
understandable.
When you're close proximity, you have
Hmm.
slipstream,
Yeah.
and with slipstream, drag doesn't matter.
Mm.
So that's why I think Hamilton and Russell were pretty feisty in the.
Pretty dominant, but in
Not
those
dominant.
Just
not
three-
even.
Even close. No.
They
The
were racing.
sprint
They were
was
just a bit
yeah.
racy. It was pretty cool, but there's that other thing about Russell DNFing, right?
Yeah. So they apparently said it's a coolant problem.
No, it must have been a coolant problem because he was lifting and coasting for a long time.
Hmm.
So it must have been a coolant problem.
They didn't know. They didn't apparently didn't know it for
It
a very
was
long
the
time. And then,
overheating.
yeah, they found it was a coolant problem and had to
Yeah.
retire.
I mean, there's no point, to be honest. He was going backwards anyway. He
Yeah.
wasn't scoring points. Saved
there
the
was a
engine.
point in
Oh
sprints.
no! It was actually how could I forget? It was a near catastrophic failure. Apparently, the engine was going to blow up.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
Yeah.
it's a
Is it?
coolant problem.
I know, but if you say a coolant problem, people will think, just coolant.
Coolant is not
for an
cooling.
F1
If there
for
is
an
a coolant,
F1 car.
No.
Oh my god.
I understand. For people to know how serious that issue was, it was about to blow up if Russell would have carried on. It was pretty
Yeah.
serious. So he had to retire. And there's that other thing about Aston Martin's pace and the rebirth of Stroll. He got P3.
P3.
I think we talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah, we spoke about
Sorry, I'm so
We
sorry.
spoke about like Alonso and Stroll.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
It's fine. We'll cut this out.
There's that.
a long time. Yeah.
Did we talk about Norris?
I was about to say we need to. We really
Ooh,
need to.
Norris.
No, I
Gave
think
me
we spoke
chills.
about them
We
in
did?
starting.
No,
Oh,
I-
talk about the Alfa Romeos. Like, bro, both the cars.
Yeah, they DNF'd. I
Both
think-
the fucking cars.
No, I think they had a brakes issue.
I don't know.
Oh, Bottas
To
apparently
be honest,
just kept
Alfa
saying it's
Romeo has been so like
meh.
It's been
No,
it's been like Alpine.
no, yeah, it's been like Alpine.
Pretty much.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
It's been like that.
I don't
And
think
it's
we
sad.
talked about Norris though.
No, we did in the starting.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, he's been.
But he needs to be talked about.
No,
more.
I don't understand, man. Norris has these fans, right? These Drive to Survive fans.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
fangirls love him. Who give him the driver of the day vote.
Oh my
if
god,
he
he's so
breathes.
cute.
Yeah. If he breathes.
Alonso should have gotten the driver of the day.
Of course, absolutely.
The way he drove, the way he defended against Perez, it was incredible.
Yeah.
I
But
just
still, you know, had it not rained in the quali, definite shot for P1.
Oh yeah.
fine.
yeah.
He would have gotten P1, but it wouldn't make much of a difference anyway. Verstappen would still have won.
Well, that we can say that for literally every race. You know,
Except
nothing
Singapore,
matters.
Ferrari won.
Whatever.
Is that your only like source of happiness?
shut
I'm
up.
guessing.
Mercedes hasn't won.
Still 2 races left.
Really?
Did you lose the salute?
Really?
No. See that track, Las Vegas,
Hmm.
has a huge
Yeah,
straight.
we're
So-
we're doomed.
Just be ready to go backwards.
We're so doomed.
I'm excited
actually-
for Max's performance.
That's actually
guys.
pretty, no.
Can
That's
we,
a
like,
stupid
tell him to
suggestion,
shut
to be
up?
honest. That's a stupid suggestion. If it means so, if the car is slow on one track, doesn't mean it'll be slow on the other track.
Bro, but
I
who
mean-
knows? Mercedes in this whole season
You
hasn't
can't
really had
predict,
straight line
man.
speed.
You can't predict.
But yeah, in the last
they
race,
had straight
in
line
the
speed
last
once upon a
race-
time. They did. I don't remember
See,
what race it was.
Me
for.
being a Mercedes fan, you think I wouldn't hope for that? Obviously, I would want it
you'll
to
be hoping for
happen.
it. I'm just
Hope
saying,
is one thing, but it is fairly
I'm just-
reasonable to
Yeah.
think that they may have a good straight line speed in the next
No,
race.
it's not reason to think. It's reason. No, it's reason to not count them out. Don't count them out.
Yeah, of course, because
counting them
history,
out, but-
you know, we have to learn from the history.
All I'm saying is,
I
अगर एक race, if one race,
Of course, I get it. I
Yeah.
get what you're trying to say.
yeah.
but
Do you get
I,
what he's trying to say?
I honestly feel
I
it's
hope-
just going to be
I
another
hope so.
Verstappen win. It's just going to be another Verstappen win.
No, if Verstappen wins the other two races, it's gonna be pretty
Pretty what?
crazy of a stat. The stat.
Already
Yeah.
been,
I
already
think
been
he lost
crazy.
only 3 races.
It's so
Only last
boring
three
to talk
races.
about him winning.
Bro, no. We're too much Red Bull, bro. Too much Red Bull. right
See,
now.
you guys are
No.
saying all this, but when Mercedes was dominating, none of
Hey,
this was
races
there.
No, no,
still used to
no,
be
the thing
interesting.
about-
The races used to be interesting and it was fun to watch.
Wait,
okay,
no,
there was actually
the
a
races
battle.
are still interesting. It's just complicated.
Is this how Max used to behave earlier and how, all that has kind of impacted to what we think about him right now and how
Uh-huh.
it has been portrayed?
What?
Okay. So,
Let me.
About the
Let me have 2
Mercedes
minutes
domination
time.
thing, in that era, there was Ferrari in the middle fighting for
Yeah.
wins sometimes.
Yeah.
There was Red Bull coming in the middle fighting
To say
for
the
wins
least,
sometimes.
there used to be competition up top.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, here and there. But,
But
now
there
it's
it has
just
been-
very...
No, the thing is, there were races where an Alpha Tauri would have won. A McLaren would have
Yeah, Daniel. He
won.
legit won during...
Yeah, but that was
one
not
of-
the Mercedes domination, to be fair.
2020.
It was 2021.
2021.
My bad.
There was a
But
time
yeah.
when a
My bad.
Racing Point won.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was mad, bro.
Yeah,
Racing
that was
Point.
crazy. So yeah, this is very high level domination
yeah.
from Verstappen.
So
and
a
Red
lot
Bull.
of people who say that you didn't used to complain so much when Hamilton was up there, but it was interesting back then. It's not
Yeah,
now.
it's-
It definitely was, bro. Like,
I mean-
we're I'm pretty sure we're not saying it as just because we're Mercedes fans, but actually the race, despite Hamilton or maybe, Bottas were here and there, the other, bro, apart from
Oh,
P1
the
and
other
P2,
thing.
there was
The
a
other
lot
thing
of
when you
good
reminded me
interesting-
of
The other
Bottas.
one.
Bottas would fight Hamilton sometimes. I mean, I thought
Oh, yeah.
that was very one-sided. This is
one side.
Yeah,
This
this is
is
completely
one-sided.
one-sided.
Yeah.
And then we had the
yeah.
Rosberg era also.
Oh, bro.
When
Yeah, that's
so
the
you
peak
can't count them
F1.
out.
That is
You
peak
can't count
F1.
them
yeah.
out.
No, the peak F1 is 2021, man.
Oh, that is.
I mean, it's so
something
toxic.
else.
See, yeah, that's like the toxic relationship you should never
Petition to have one full
You-
episode based on the 2021 season.
have. Bro, honestly,
Depends
we
on
can...
what they say.
No,
it
like
depends
it's
on
like
these two people.
two
right there.
races are left, and then we're gonna have 2-3 months.
No, we'll talk about stuff.
Oh, we're gonna
for
have a
sure.
lot
Exactly.
of stuff to talk about.
So-
yeah.
We
No.
can revisit races.
Let's get back to our
yeah,
current
let's get
thing.
digression. Too much digression.
Gasly has scored points.
After like a...
Who cares?
Yeah, to be fair.
No, I feel like, Alpine, they've been very...
No,
The whole
Alpine,
season?
the problem with Alpine is their promises. This
Like-
500 race, how many?
It's like government.
300 race plan, this plan, that plan. What plan? L plan went to shit.
Alpine went straight to Aston Martin, not even to
Yeah.
Alpine.
It became L Pain.
That was the L plan. He will move to.
Alpine, nice one.
No, but they need to figure their shit out. There's a lot of inter-team battles. There's a lot of
We've talked about this.
yeah.
in the
We've
previous
talked about
episode.
this in the previous
In the
episode.
previous one, yeah.
No point talking about it
But
again.
yeah, there's that, and there's also nobody cares about Alfa Romeo.
Nobody cares about Alpine, Alfa Romeo.
I care about Bottas.
Why?
Do you?
Why?
Oh, obviously.
No,
Do you
swear.
really?
I really do. I
Swear
really
on
do.
your
Do you
name.
really?
Bro, what the fuck?
Do you only care about his pictures from his backside?
And his
Hey.
mullet. And his mustache. Which
He got
fucking
rid of.
shaved.
I don't
He
understand
fucking
why.
shaved.
Does
Why
he
did
still,
he shave his
does he
mustache?
still have the
This is
mullet?
very
No, he
professional
has
of
the
us. We're
mullet.
talking about a mustache.
Yeah, bro, this is
We have to.
completely
It's
all about
F1
Bottas.
Unfiltered.
This is the most important thing related to
Exactly.
Bottas.
We've been talking about the bullshit
You-
things
you know-
like Alonso, Perez.
Yeah,
Bro.
we should talk about Bottas's
Bottas
mustache.
Not even
Shaved.
kidding. Not even
Bottas
kidding.
Why?
Shaved. Why? You looked beautiful. What have you done? And not just that, in the post race interview when it was his DNF and they were talking about him, I have never seen a man look so incomplete without a mustache. And he's like so sad. I guess it was honestly, I guess it was like a brake issue or something. But yeah, we could have scored points.
No, it
but
definitely made him 2 tenths slower.
yes.
Oh, no,
I
anyways.
it was the reason.
Let's go back to Ferrari pain.
Did you say Ferrari pain?
Yeah, I did say Ferrari.
We've spoken about it.
This whole
enough.
season has been about Ferrari and
Depression, Charles
depressed
Leclerc,
fans.
crashes,
Leclerc is
system
being
failure,
unlucky.
engine failure, hydraulics,
it's
failure,
Hydraulics.
Too
Into the-
unlucky.
into the wall.
Almost
Anyway, I think
unscripted, bro.
we've gone through pretty much everything from the race. That's important. Oh, we missed the stupid incident between Alonso and Ocon.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
See that people are having a lot of opinions. Ocon made a mistake. Ocon ran
Honestly,
into
tell me,
Alonso.
whose mistake do you think? Oh, it was just a racing incident.
See, Ocon lost the car. Okay.
Yeah.
He lost the car. And Alonso should have given him maybe a little bit of space. It was an incident. It's not like
In the
I
words
feel
of
it's a little bit more
Sikander,
of
it was a
Ocon's
racing incident.
it's not a racing incident. That's the thing.
It
It didn't
wasn't
happen in a
really.
race.
Oh yeah, man, like
was
it's
qualified.
it
It
was an
qualified.
It was an
incident.
incident.
Yeah.
It was both of them are at fault. Ocon is at fault because he couldn't keep the car together.
Hmm.
Alonso is at fault because he should have moved out of the way.
Yeah. One more thing.
He wasn't in his way.
Hmm.
It's just he could have maybe done a better job at looking at them in the mirrors maybe.
So in sprint, when when Russell and Hamilton were together, and Russell was using Hamilton's DRS to keep Perez away. And
Thank you
then-
for reminding me that.
Exactly. I want to talk about that. And then Hamilton just pushed away, and then Russell did not have the DRS, and then he was angry.
lost the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was angry. I think it was.
even
See.
during the race, guys,
Even-
like
yeah,
Russell
yeah.
kept saying,
Remember,
"Are we working together?
Exactly.
What are we
Yeah,
doing?"
yeah.
Remember when I said in some episode back when there's tension building between the two Mercedes?
Yeah. It was since the crash.
Yeah, since when was it? Japan, right?
I think
no. It was
Was
this
Japan.
before US. What was before US?
Japan.
Whatever it was, there's
Yeah.
tension.
There
there's
is, there is,
tension
there
between
is.
these both.
Similar
And-
thing happened. Like they, didn't cooperate.
No, it's just see Hamilton. He's a little bit. He says one thing, does one thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
He's a very good face in the media. That's
Yeah.
what.
Oh, PR trained and everything.
And when all of it had happened, and when Russell was complaining, his race engineer goes like, "Yeah, we are talking, like we are checking, like."
No,
Hmm.
see, as the team,
Mhm.
there's so much drag, right?
Exactly.
Need
Yeah.
to be fast in a straight line. So he could have used Russell as a buffer from Perez,
Exactly. That was the most sensible thing to do
and he did
from
not.
our point of view.
Yeah.
No, I mean it is difficult
Yeah.
to manage your pace
Of
like
course,
that, but
of
still he
course.
could have tried. And
Maybe
maybe he tried. God knows. It's just there is definitely tension building between the two Mercedes, and they can't wait to get rid of this car.
Exactly.
Both of them, 3 of them, Toto Wolff as well. I've heard in this interview, Toto Wolff is like, this car doesn't deserve to win.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a statement.
It's
the team
like
principal
a
should be
stern
saying.
boss statement.
It was.
No,
it's like a helmet Marco thing again. It's all.
No,
it's
no,
pretty
no,
much
I don't
like
think
that.
that's
Like
very
that.
helpful for the team.
It's not helpful,
And-
but
No, I think this car deserves to win.
It does.
Bro, America, it
every
should have
car
won.
deserves
It
to
should have won.
win.
Should.
Yeah.
I don't like that statement that Toto Wolff said.
Well,
Even
all
I
this,
don't, bro. I've told you, when someone goes blatantly out in the open saying something that's not going to help your team, why
Yeah.
say it? At least if you want to do it privately,
It
not
puts
putting
the
it on-
morale down.
Exactly. I've said it last time with Helmut Marko, and now Toto was doing this. I don't know, bro. Just it's okay if you want, do it privately. It's not a good thing to just say it out in the
well.
open.
On that frustrated note of a frustrated race, let's talk about.
Let's talk about my depression. from
No.
Ferrari.
We've
No,
talked
no.
about that enough, man. Just
We've
don't
done that
milk
enough.
it now. Don't milk it now.
No, man. It's
Yeah, I think all of it has been covered.
Yeah, and
As far as the people sitting in this panel are concerned, it was a pretty mid race.
no. That's the thing. It was very mid, and then it got really spicy.
Oh yeah, I couldn't
So
watch
it's
the
like
whole
a-
race while it happened.
It's like a sandwich of chilies.
Yeah,
Chili, bread. You understand?
rock, hard place.
You understand? It was so mid.
Oh my! This is the most weird,
Weirdest analogy, right?
weirdest analogy I've ever heard in my
Yeah.
life. You know what I think we missed out the most on today?
What?
His depression.
No, we're sponsored today, bro.
Oh yeah, really?
We're sponsored by Scale Arts.
Damn.
They make miniature F1 cars, and you can go check them out.
More about them in the next
I
episode.
would love
bro.
a Vettel car, man.
I would love a Hamilton
It would
car.
be so great to have miniature cars right here in front of us.
Be awesome.
Did you know just
So that we
looking
can
at them,
just
admiring
get
them.
lost in the beauty and just
Yeah,
forget about
Sikander
the...
can cure out
So,
of his depression
scale
just
arts.
looking at a Seb car.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
guys. Christmas
Next-
is coming early.
Also,
and we got shit for
a
you.
little note to the scale arts. Please send us the Hamilton one as soon as it is in
Yeah,
the
please,
squad,
please.
the
Like-
stock.
No.
Hey,
What do you mean no? Okay,
I
don't
want a
send.
Ferrari.
You're getting a Ferrari, man.
You know, this is gonna help. This is gonna help. Scalas is gonna help us in curing Sikandar's depression. Just keep a Vettel car over here; it'll be fine.
Such a materialistic guy you are.
yeah. I am.
Anyways, on this
Beautiful.
note, let's just end the podcast right here.
Yeah. Thank you for watching us. You can follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and we're gonna shortly be out on YouTube as well. Thank you guys for watching.
On this.